We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Welcome back to the Lions Den podcast with Jason Collings and Brent Morin and Will Fingers Burkart. Hey, okay. This is.
We'll take it again.
We're gonna take it again. Well, it's weird because Brent's here, kind of.
Brent's here a little bit.
Brent is kind of here, but he's here. You're here. Welcome back to the Lions Den. Please continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star rating and a glowing review, and we'll, get to it. Make sure you like. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Bing! So you know what's coming at you. It's like he's in the room. Don't forget to go to thelionsdenpod.com for your one-stop shop, everything The Lions Den. You can get your merchandise there. You can get links to all the stuff there. Don't forget patreon.com/thelionsdenpod for all your members-only content. That's patreon.com/thelionsdenpod with all member content. Well, here we are. We're trying it. We wanted to be in the den. Brent is still on the East Coast, but he's here digitally. Virtually here. How's it going over there, dude?
For our listeners, we've zoomed Brent in, but he's positioned where it looks like he's here.
He's here.
So
we've switched seats today only because
I can't wait to see this.
We switched seats only because the cord is too short for it to be here. But
you should get a hat for the monitor.
Yes. Or the what do you call it? The fucking lion costume. All right, here we are. Brent, how is it over there on the East Coast? Is it freezing cold yet?
Oh my God, it is. It's freaking freezing. I'm literally watching kids right now.
Weird.
So creepy to say, watching kids right now. Yeah, I've just been sitting in Connecticut looking at children.
Yep. Just go to the park and watch the children play.
Oh, yeah, I had to do my hometown show for Thanksgiving.
And you loved it, right? And you loved every second of it.
Honestly, I don't think I've been that anxious or nervous in such a long time. Like, I don't know why. I've done many other shows that were more important, but it was just, I know exactly why.
Yeah.
Because people I grew up with are coming.
Yeah.
I'm in the mall that I used to work at, and I had to run into people that, like, people will come up to you, you know this, Jay, from like playing Long Beach. People will come up to me going like, you remember me? I'm like, no.
Yeah, you got to tell that. We talked on the phone. No. We talked on the phone about that. You got to talk about that, how you're just at an age now where you're just being honest.
Yeah, I think it's just with coming with age, I'm like, why do I keep lying to this? So instead of being cordial, I just went, no, I don't. He goes, are you kidding? Little League, man. I was your catcher. I'm like, we're 35.
We were 7.
But overall, it was good. Usually, you know how I can get in Connecticut, Jay. Like, I wish you were there. But the two guys that opened for me, they were good. They were local.
And they're brothers, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mean that racially.
Yeah.
They're actually
you ask?
Related.
Yes.
They're not like brothers, because they are kind of brothers, but...
Yeah.
Okay,
we're slipping down.
Hey, guys, we can start this over anytime.
Oh, I love us. God, I miss us, huh?
Mustafa and Mo. That's their names.
What was it?
Mustafa and Mo.
Those sound like made-up Brent names.
Yeah, okay. Will, can I talk to you?
Were their names... Wait a minute.
I just tilt you.
Were their names really Mustafa and Mo?
Yes.
What if we meet them and they're like, our names are Marvin and Melvin?
Yeah.
Well, that's even funnier then.
Yeah.
Where did he get Mustafa from? Oh, no. So it was, but the shows were good and like...
Shows were good.
Mom and dad went?
Yeah, mom and dad went.
Brothers?
It's always weird.
Brother Jared went?
Say way too many things. Mom had notes, but they were good notes. Other than that, dude, I'm like having like a John Hughes experience, just walking through town going like, these are the old places.
Yeah.
You know?
That's where I got thrown into a mud pit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's but yeah, I'm at my older brother's house now, which is always I'm always on edge here because he's so neat, you know? You know this about my brother.
Oh, me and him would get along great. Me and your brother have stayed in a hotel room together and it was perfect. Because
Yeah.
we're both, what are we? Efficient.
Yeah, efficient.
Crazy.
And that's exactly who he
And
is.
crazy.
I mean, I'm literally trying too. And then he'll be like, the forks don't go in this side of the dishwasher, Brent. I'm like, oh, fuck.
That's a real thing. I separate everything in the dishwasher. Spoons are with spoons, forks are with forks. You know what my dishwasher is? It's segregated.
Wow, dude. That's not very. You're pretty sleep.
When it
you're
when it comes to silverware, I'm very sleep. I'm not woke at all.
Damn.
Well, how'd you guys do? I
Well,
know the Thanksgivings.
Thanksgiving was cool, very mellow. My mother came over, my mother-in-law came over, my brother came over, and my sister-in-law, and of course my two boys, Jonathan and James, came over and ate everything. And you know what I did this year? I didn't do I didn't buy a turkey and cook a turkey all day. You know how usually Thanksgiving you got that food smell in the house all day because the turkey's been in the oven for 900 hours. Didn't do any of that. I ordered one pre-cooked and just a turkey breast that fed like 7 to 14 people. Because you have to understand there's 7 people there, but my brother sometimes eats for 2. So we had to do the 7 to 14. Sorry, Dave, I'm just kidding. He's lost a lot of weight. He has. He's down a
I didn't
lot.
mean to laugh like that. I was just watching more children.
Yeah.
And also apparently passing away with whatever is happening in the
I
back.
know. Wow. Look at that. Jeez, you're going to heaven? Look at that. Huh? That is.
Jesus Christ.
Is he there?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, Jesus
Funny.
Christ.
Funny. Is he there?
All right. Well, I've learned. I don't think this is the room I'm going to use for the other ones.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, this is good. Oh, how long? Wait, you and I are going to meet this weekend in Dania Beach, Florida. See, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
We got to do dates also.
Dania Beach or Dania Beach?
Yeah.
Don't look at
Tell
me.
us.
Don't look at me.
Dania?
Somebody tell us, because I said it. I put a post on Instagram yesterday, announcing that you and I are going to be on the road together again in Dania Beach, Florida. But I'm wondering if I'm saying it right. Could be Dania, could be Dania, could be both. Who fucking knows? Just come to the show. Oh yeah, we got to do
Also, on top
dates.
of that, people from Florida that I know, I said, "Is it Dania or Dania Beach?" And they go, "Where's that?"
Yeah.
So
I
we
think
might
it's-
just be getting murdered.
I think it's a new town. I think they just added it.
They added it.
Yeah, they just added a town. Like it didn't exist 2 weeks ago. But yeah, as long as we've both been in stand up, 15 plus years, never heard of the Dania Beach improv.
Well, I think it's new. It's probably new. It's probably like a Milwaukee thing where they just opened it. Or
Oh,
some
that's
shit.
cool. So
I
yeah,
mean, I
we'll
don't
get-
know. Yeah.
We'll get to
Also,
Chris in the new club. We're gonna be there December 3rd and 4th this weekend.
Well,
Yes,
when you're hearing
I
this,
can't wait.
yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. This weekend.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll be here this
This
weekend.
comes
Be in
out
Dania Beach this weekend. I believe we're gonna have a special guest on one of the shows.
Mm-hmm.
Ms.
Yeah.
Ms. Leah Lamar, who's a buddy of ours. She'll be
Yeah.
she'll be in the hood, and she's going to come down and do some guest spots with us, and then teach us about NFTs and shit that I have no idea about. I talked to her on the phone yesterday for like 30 minutes, and she was telling me about that. And you were right, that art fucking thing that we're going to go to that I
Yeah.
still don't know the name of it. Jonathan knew exactly what it was. He's like, "Oh, that shit is dope." But yeah, we're
Yeah,
going to
everybody's
hang
saying
out with Leah this weekend in Dania Beach. I know she's in my
Dania or
whatever
Dania.
it's called. The beach that starts with a D.
They're going to Florida.
We're going to go to Florida.
They'll be in Florida.
South Florida, baby. It's close to Fort Lauderdale,
Fort Lauderdale, yeah.
and it's probably not that far from Miami Beach.
And then-
Bienvenidos a Miami. But yeah,
Weird.
was that weird?
That was good.
That wasn't weird at all, dude. That was
good.
normal Jason Collins shit. But yeah, Thanksgiving was mellow. You know what I did yesterday, which was really cool, and it was a surprise because I spend a lot of
Oh God.
Oh no.
a lot of time alone. I spend a lot of time alone because my kids are grown and I don't have a real job, so I'm all alone.
You've us, dude.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, but I have you like.
Oh man, come on. Just because Brent's not here, just because he's in heaven, it's okay.
But
idiot.
Jonathan shows up. Jonathan, my youngest, shows up at the house yesterday just out of nowhere, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I was like, "What you doing?" He goes, "I was bored." So we went to eat. We went to Supermex in Lakewood and had ourselves some burritos and tacos, and then we went and watched Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Wait, that's out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And I don't care what you say. I'm so tired of my industry friends watching movies as if they're fucking Siskel and Ebert.
Yeah.
First of all, Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And, hey, guess what else doesn't make any sense? Ghosts coming out of the ground. So, come on. But I watched it. I enjoyed it. It's so good and it's so nostalgic. And Jason Reitman, Ivan Reitman's son, directed it, and Ivan Reitman executive produced it. So, and it was so good. There was a lot of really cool callbacks to the original movie. The one that shall remain nameless that they made a while back that they shouldn't have made because it made no sense. Basically, just made the same movie with, I'll say it, with girls because Hollywood was trying to be woke again. Hey, Hollywood, you fucked up again. But this time you didn't. This one is an actual legit sequel to the 80s, the 1984 movie they reference. And it's so funny because the kids in it they're like, what are you talking about? This was that. Like somebody reminded me, don't you remember the thing that happened in New York in 84 with the ghosts? And they're like, that happened 20 years before we were born. We have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, wow. But it's such a good movie. And you guys know how much I hate things.
What?
Yeah.
You guys know how much I hate things. And you know how much I hate precocious, overacting, not funny kids in movies. And then Hollywood tries to write them as the most sarcastic little assholes on the planet. This movie, the kids in it were amazing. All of them. No, nobody was bad. They were so good. All of them had great comedic timing, but real. Not like over the top, like, I'm a kid and I'm going to be sarcastic. None of that crap that I hate. They were very sweet, funny kids. The tall kid from Stranger Things and It. That kid?
Yeah, isn't it like Finn Hardwolf?
Hardwolf.
That fuck is that his name actually?
That kid is so fucking good. He's growing up to, he's a beautiful girl. He is just I'm just kidding. I mean,
Wolfhard.
Wolfhard. His name is Wolfhard. He doesn't look like a Wolfhard. He should be like at least 200 pounds, ripped with a giant beard if your name is Wolfhard. But anyways, that kid, he's great. The little girl that plays Egon Spangler's granddaughter is adorable, and she's so good. And then there's this other kid, this like he looks Filipino or something weird.
Well, don't say something weird. Just say something from that region.
I'm helping laughing here.
This kid is so funny, and people are going to disagree with me, but you know what? I'm right, and you're wrong.
Nice.
As always, this kid is so funny. His name is Podcast.
What?
That's his name in the show. And they're like, why do they call you Podcast? He goes, because I have a podcast. Dude,
that's really funny.
So funny. Wow. There's great cameos in it. You got to go watch it. If you are of the age where you remember the original Ghostbusters movie from 84, I believe it was, right? B?
Yeah.
84, you will love this movie. I know that every person in that theater yesterday that was in my age group, because I was 12, 13 years old when the original movie came out. Everything down to the music was just perfect. You know?
That's awesome.
It was so cool.
And Paul Rudd is so reliable too.
Oh yeah,
you can't go wrong with him.
Yeah, you can't. Did
you know they weren't going to call it Ghostbusters?
What were they going to?
I just watched an interview with Dan Aykroyd and them, and they were thinking they couldn't call it Ghostbusters because there was some show in the 80s or something that was called Ghostbusters. So there's this clip online of them doing that whole commercial that they do in the original film.
Right.
And basically calling them ghost blockers or ghost hunters, like all these different things.
I remember there was another Ghostbusters, and there was like a whole thing about it, and they had to like buy it or something. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Who you gonna call? You know the story behind the Ghostbusters song, the theme song. Ray Parker Jr., Huey Lewis and the News. They have a song. First of all, they did the theme song to Back to the Future. You know, I gotta go back in time. You know that.
Dope.
You know that. But they sued Ray Parker Jr. or whoever wrote the Ghostbusters theme, because if you listen to Huey Lewis and the News song, "I Want a New Drug," I want a new drug when the won't make me sick. When the won't make me feel too real, or make me feel 3 feet thick. That's a song called "I Want a New Drug" by Huey Lewis and the News. It's the same song.
Really?
It's the same song with just different lyrics, and I think they won. I think they had asked them to do the song for Ghostbusters. They didn't do it. They had Ray Parker Jr. come in, and then they basically stole the song. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And then Huey Lewis in the news as a fuck you said, all right, we're just going to do the theme song to Back to the Future.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see that because
I want to know who gets paid.
Jason Reitman was on set for that movie when he was a kid. So it's like,
Oh,
if I
that's-
trust somebody doing a Ghostbuster, it should be somebody who grew up with his dad talking Ghostbusters.
It's so funny because I'm with Jonathan, who's 26, and he was born 11 years after that movie came out. And I'm seeing these references and I'm going, oh, that's so cool, right? And he's like, the fuck are you talking about? Dad, just watch the movie. Because I was like a little kid. My knees are going back and forth. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? They had remember Slimer from the first movie?
Oh yeah.
They had kind of an equivalent character to that in this one, and they called him Muncher or some shit like that. But it was, dude, and the kid from
Muncher.
The kid from Stranger Things got the Echo 1 running again. That's the Ghostbuster mobile.
Dork.
Yep. They talked about they talked about how they lost the firehouse in New York City and now it's a Starbucks. It's so good.
That's good.
Yeah, it's so
like
freaking good. It takes place in like a desert town in Oklahoma or something.
Oh, I'm noticing this even this weekend, just being in my brother's town. Like this town that my brother lives in is like really progressive, and all these kids they're rich. Mm-hmm. And I'm walking into there isn't a Starbucks, but there's an artisanal coffee bagel cheese place.
Which makes me fiery mad, but go ahead.
And this is how I know I'm getting older, because I walk in and I just see a group of kids on a weekday on their phones, of course, and one with an iPad. And all I'm thinking is, what I wanted to say was, excuse me, it's 10 a.m. on a school day. Shouldn't you be in class?
And then they hold the iPad up. We are in class.
Well, then they pulled away in like a $70,000 freaking BMW. Oh. I'm like, oh my God.
And they see you walking and they just roll their eyes at you.
Oh, yeah. I'm every time I come back here, too, I start looking like the cast of Perfect Storm. Everything just gets a little bad. And then I just felt older and older and older in that line, just with everything they were saying.
Are you near the ocean or no? My geography
it's
off.
Connecticut, so everything's small as shit. So that's, what?
Yeah, you can walk everywhere in Connecticut. I don't know if you guys know that, but if you ever visit Connecticut, they have walking tours. And they have this one tour called...
So cool.
They have one tour called Border to Border, and you could walk from one end of Connecticut to the other. It takes 15 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Worst tour guide,
What about you, William? What'd you do on Thanksgiving?
Billiam.
I went to Washington, about an hour outside of Spokane. My girl's uncle lives there, and all her family congregated there. And yeah, spent 2 days there, and then that was it. It was great.
What about? I thought you were with your family in Orinda.
No, like the week before.
Oh right.
I'll be there for. We figured I'll do my place for Christmas, hers for Thanksgiving. It was great. I basically met her whole family, like grandma, grandpa, everyone.
You're in.
Did you embarrass yourself?
No, I did really well. Her grandpa was like stick with him.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I did pretty well.
Hey,
well, don't be surprised.
No pressure.
It was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It was a lot of pressure. It was
you're with her. Like this is it.
I know.
Bye bye.
I know.
See you later.
Yeah. It's been. It's been bye bye.
But she's a good one. You got a good one.
Very happy.
And guess what? I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna say it once.
Yeah.
She got a good one.
Huh.
Yeah. See.
And then she met you. So
fuck. I knew it.
Burned his ass.
But it was great.
Not for nothing. My ex's family loved me, and then she left. So.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. But, there's always that.
But it was cool. They got an Airbnb. It was a city called Pullman, Washington. Big Mormon presence. It was a Mormon.
Wow.
We stayed in a Mormon's house. Boy, do the Mormons know how to do it. This fucking Airbnb was the nicest Airbnb I've ever stayed in.
Really?
It was like a 4-bedroom house with like a piano, and dude, it was like everything was clean. You would love it. Everything's clean, comfy. The bed,
I like it.
The bed was so comfortable. You were just like, like, dude, it was great. We had a great
Enjoying
time.
my slumber.
They had food just constantly cooking. It was, what was really cool is that
they Mormon?
No, but she's.
That was almost very similar to your situation, Brent. But go ahead.
Wait, what part?
Well, the Mormon thing, the Scientology thing.
Right. Well, what's cool is it's her because she's half Vietnamese, and this is her.
That's cute.
Her Vietnamese side. So like her grandparents are like Vietnamese immigrants, and they were making like the bombest food. Brent hates bomb, but it was.
Was she translating everything for you when they were
No,
speaking?
they speak English. They speak English.
Oh, there's subtitles?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna get so canceled for these bad jokes. They're just jokes, people.
We started with Mustafa and Mo, and now
Yeah, I'm not racist anymore. Go ahead.
we're all on the edge. we're looking right over the mountain,
Yep.
going, no, get closer. And then we just don't know if we're going to fall into the canyon.
Well, the reason I bring it up is just it was cool because they had this like amazing food that I never had before, like always cooking. They had these like crazy like rice dishes. We woke up in the morning and made egg rolls like from scratch. It was dope.
Will's getting a little culture. Good job, Kaylee.
It's exactly what it was, and it made me like I needed this. I needed some culture. Like it felt really good. I was in a Mormon's house and making egg rolls.
That's
it was
crazy,
it was wild.
dude.
Yeah,
You know what your fucking you know what your Thanksgiving was?
Yeah.
It was diverse, dude.
very.
You had a very diverse Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, I was like the whitest person there. Yeah,
Oh,
it was dope. Had a great time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Will, we know you were the whitest person.
Yeah,
there.
that's,
Yeah,
it goes without saying.
It goes without saying. Yeah, except you should have seen
You're
the
the
picture.
whitest person here. And that's saying,
Oh, the
We
picture
should
of
have
the
seen
owners.
the pictures of the kids on the wall.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god!
Oh.
White.
Translucent.
Yeah, it was funny.
That's great. And that's what you did for Thanksgiving
Yep,
skis?
it was
Did you go to a
really
basketball
nice.
game?
Yeah, and the day before we left, we went to a basketball game.
Who?
Clippers. Clippers game. Clippers Mavericks, and it was one of the most fun nights we've had in like a long time because she was her first NBA game. And we were close.
At Staples?
Yep.
That's awesome.
And it was like the game was like an overtime crazy game.
That's fun.
My favorite player, Luca, like his first game back after missing like 4
I saw you
games.
posted. You loved
Dude,
him
I was
so much.
it was like and she was so into it. She was so excited to be there. Cause if you show something to someone and they're
Yeah.
excited, it makes you even more excited.
Right.
It was
Luca texts me and he's like, I think I saw your boy Will at the game.
Wait, really?
Taking pictures of
Really?
him.
Look, man. Really?
Did he say that I was cool? Did he say I was cool?
It was a fucking fun night.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So, but having a good week.
I didn't do anything. What did I do? I did
Who are you gonna call?
the next night, the day after giving thanks for all the stuff. I had a show at Long Beach.
So doesn't give a fuck.
I had a
Giving
show at
thanks
Long
for
Beach.
all the stuff.
Yes, say, thanks for nothing, fuckers. No, I have a lot to be thankful for.
I knew that was gonna.
This episode's called Crybaby. I did a show at Long Beach Laugh Factory, and that was it.
How was it?
oh, that's
You know,
nice.
I mean, what is it called when everybody goes "Ah," and stands up? What is it?
Bullshit.
When they stand up and they're like, "Ah, don't man." What is that? I had something like that.
A
happened.
riot? I mean,
Dude, it felt like it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I had to sign
Between
papers. It was
between
crazy.
Your sentence, Jay, of saying that and Will going, and it was the first fun we've had in a long time. Will about his girl, like I clapped that. I didn't want to bring it up. I was like, don't bring it up. She might listen. But
Yeah.
you by that, Will.
funny. Well, I mean it genuinely. It was just a good. It
Oh,
was a good night.
I love how Will just comes off shitty without even trying.
I know.
You know, compared to all the other
Oh,
times
first
we spent
genuine
together,
good
this
time
one was
we've
good.
had in a long time.
Yeah. Gosh, you know, this was the weekend where I realized maybe I do like her.
Oh my god.
Well, I like her. She's great.
Yeah, man. Me too.
She makes you better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for the wedding vows.
Oh God.
This is genuinely one good times we've had together.
This is the best wedding I've ever been in.
Yeah. And this is the first time I've really noticed how good you look. What? Where's she going?
Oh fuck. I love it. I love it, man. But other than that normal stuff, all right, I got a question. When are you coming back to LA?
Guys,
He doesn't know.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh no.
The reason I'm in Connecticut is there was some priors that I had, and I'm on house arrest. So,
You know what I thought you were gonna say? I thought you were gonna say I met somebody and I bought a house.
oh my God.
Just keep.
Yeah, I don't know yet. But we'll be together next weekend. Then I'm going to go to Boston.
This weekend.
I haven't seen anybody, so I was going to go to Boston and New York. And then I don't know. I mean, some days I wake up and I just go, I'll just leave now. But
Wow. When is our, okay, we have a January date. Is it?
Yes, Irvine.
Irvine. Okay.
Irvine in
we got to plug
January.
that because
I don't think I'm not going to be here for New Year's. That's what I think, unless I fall in love.
Oh,
You know,
that's possible.
but I couldn't sit in my house anymore, and I wanted to get some good writing done and stuff so that we can go make a freaking movie or something.
do it.
Get something going.
real quick, we should plug Irvine because the tickets are up.
Oh, tickets are up for
Yeah,
Irvine. What are the
yeah.
dates?
Yeah, January 5th, 6th, 7th.
January 5th, 6th, and 7th. Brent Morin and I. And
Wait, I fucked up. 7th,
Nope.
8th, 9th.
January.
Take it again. Take it again.
You're
7th,
off.
8th, 9th.
You're off the show, dude.
No,
January
it's like my agents.
7, 8, 9?
Yeah.
January 7th, 8th, and 9th, we will be in Irvine, California at the Irvine Spectrum at the Irvine Improv. Brent Morin headlining, Jason Collings crushing, Will
Yeah.
seating people.
Possibly. Oh,
Will's gonna seat him.
yeah.
He'll be
I'll usher
Get
slash
those
host.
TikTokers in.
Yeah.
And I did just get an offer for is my brother home. Sorry,
Tell him
for
I said hi.
Austin,
Oh,
February 4 or 5, I think.
Austin.
Just happened right before the podcast.
Nice.
Austin where?
Texas.
Hey,
Oh,
the
place?
venue.
Oh,
Funny.
Funny.
Austin, Texas. Is it?
Where'd you say B? Say it again.
Oh, Jesus Christ! My phone's trying to install. The Vulcan.
Cool.
Oh, okay. So not because I know they hit us up about New Year's.
Oh, Oh, yeah. You're right. And then for some reason, I got something for February.
Okay,
So
so we'll be there.
that doesn't necessarily mean that New Year's couldn't happen. I don't
Right.
know.
Vulcan.
Tickets are not up yet, but
Yeah.
as soon as they are, they'll be in the
I literally
description.
came in like a half hour,
Cool.
like 40 minutes ago.
Oh, that's cool.
I just got the email. I'm just saying yes to everything. But Jay and I will be there. We're going everywhere.
Every freaking where.
The new
Baby!
year, baby. We're gonna get it going. New hair and fucking cool pants. Or something.
Hey, I'm gonna be ripped by then, dude. I've been going to the gym every
Yeah.
day.
You look sharp.
What, dude? I have tits finally.
I'm just gonna get into Adderall. That seems to help people lose weight.
The Addies. That's what the kids are calling it. Addies. The Addies.
I can't believe they give that to children.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was insane.
I couldn't even get my doctor to give me Xanax.
Really?
Yeah. He said, no, that's a slippery slope for you, buddy. He goes, it's basically alcohol in pill form. And I was like, oh, shouldn't do that because I'll just go all day. I feel fine.
Well, you're also not as crazy panicky as me. I'm like
Right.
a fucking mouse in a laboratory.
Oh,
so-
we've slept in the same room, Brent.
Hey, we all have.
Yeah.
We all slept the
We've
same.
all slept. No fucking though. Right, guys? Remember
No.
this?
Sure,
remember this?
man.
Remember what we agreed on?
I'm
All
done, dude. I'm going to the seminary. I think I'm going to stay out here and find God and
Really?
maybe be Mormon. That seems fun now. You know?
Whenever I hear Mormon, I always think more men.
If
Oh,
only.
Do you know what I mean? I want to be a more woman.
You know what I think
That's
about?
the most
I think
woke
about
religion,
us,
dude.
Us in Salt Lake City riding bicycles to an arch.
I
art
know.
fair.
We told you about that. Us in Salt Lake riding
very
bikes
cute.
around town.
Very cute. I picture you guys holding one on the arm thing and one holding each other's
Yeah,
hands.
and we had ties on, and we were on our mission. We were on a mission.
Yeah. Have you accepted the Lord Jesus Christ? Is that what they said? I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is there's
You like multiple wives?
whenever I hear Mormon too, I think of the word tabernacle. I don't know why.
What?
Look at me. Don't look at me.
You look so Mormon, by the way.
Do I?
Yeah, I
Why
think
I'm so
that-
white?
No, it's because that weekend it rubbed off on you,
Yeah, sure. I have a tie under this.
and he came on a bicycle
Yeah. Ding, ding,
with a little
ding,
dumb
ding,
helmet in the
ding.
backpack.
Jesus.
I was worried about that fucking them cutting down that tree and parking next to it. Did you have that thought too? Of
Well,
like,
you know
of
who-
like,
Yeah.
of like they've saw off a big branch. Oh no!
They're-
Smashed both of our cars.
They're trimming the tree next door to Brent's place. You know who else looked worried about it? The guys trimming the tree. When I pulled into the driveway, they were kind of like looking at me and going, I'm like, look,
Yeah.
I'm parked behind a Porsche, so
Yeah, true.
If by the way, if you notice, I pulled in as much as I could
right.
because of that. Because when
Yeah.
she told me she was moving a tree, I was like, moving a tree?
Wait, she said they're moving it?
Something like
Oh,
that. She
wow.
says, yeah, we want it on this side. And then I made a poltergeist joke and she didn't laugh. So that's kind of the end of that.
That is some
friendship.
fucking, that's kind of fuck you money.
Yeah, move a tree.
I want to move that tree over 4 feet.
You know this tree that's been here for 400 years? Move it.
Oh, okay. So you just reminded me of the saddest thing.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
I used, if you guys remember, I used to have a giant tree in my front yard of my house,
Mhm.
a big one, and it was dying. It was dying, so I had it taken out. Now the house next door was owned by the sister of the woman who owned my house, and the son of the woman who owned my house mows her lawn. Her nephew, he comes over one day and he goes, "What happened to the tree?" I was like,
no.
"Oh, it was dying and we had to get rid of it. It was about to fall on the house." And he just looks and he goes, "My grandfather planted that tree."
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And I was
Oh.
like, sorry?
Yeah, what do you say?
Then I was like, did your grandfather wire the house? Because the house was wired with speaker wire. So your grandfather was a fucking idiot. No, I'm just kidding. No, my house was, when I had my contract, when I bought the house, I had a contractor come in and we did a bunch of work to it. You remember. And my contractor went into the attic and he goes, Jason, you might want to come take a look up here.
Was Jason Cheney your contractor?
Yeah, Jason Cheney. Hey, Jason, I don't understand. You're the best. I go up the ladder and he goes, you see though, that the wiring for all your lights and ceiling fans? I go, yeah. He goes, that's speaker wire. I go, is that a problem? He goes, yeah, it's a fire hazard.
What is speaker wire?
Like wiring for like
Like a speaker on Alexa.
Is it that easy? Is it literally for a speaker?
it's in the name, Will.
Yeah, but I don't know house shit.
What is speaker wire? That's like saying, what is dog food? Yeah, right. Food for dogs. Speakers, wires for speakers. Now,
Oh, man.
the reason I bring this up is because I just had a bunch of plumbing work done that cost me an arm and a fucking leg. I had to have my main line replaced. The guys go into the house and they're like, hey, because I have an addition in the back. I have a big den added onto the house where
The shit.
where it used to be a patio. Now, when you do that, you're supposed to take the patio out. The patio's still fucking under there. There's literally no crawl space because whoever did the work just built it over the existing concrete patio. So I was like, huh? Your grandfather planted that tree, huh, buddy? Consider this.
His
Consider it
grandfather
being
MacGyver?
consider it being gone a good start.
They're
Why is
just
it so funny to be mean?
I know. You know, our buddy Vin always tells me, he says, my favorite Jason is asshole Jason.
Oh,
He goes, the funniest
it's
Jason
Smooth
is
Bully.
asshole Jason. Smooth Bully, baby. Hey, Smooth Bully at Smooth Bully t-shirts available at thelionsdenpod.com.
yeah, fucking goddamn right they are.
Go and get it now.
Yeah.
Go and get it now. There's also a link at jasoncollings.com. Go and get it now.
And
Right.
soon to be one at BrentMorin.com because my brother, Chief Technology Officer West Hartford, scolded me the other day and now says that he's not even asking. He's just going to build my website.
Good.
Put everything there.
Is it still
So,
going to be called
hey.
BrentMore.in or whatever?
No, I finally got the name.
Okay,
So
good.
he's like, you just stay away from me, okay? And I'm like, all right. He goes, you got to do this. It's stupid. And I'm like, all right, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I feel like
Gonna look dope.
Brent's been building his website for 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
And
Well, I hired people to build my website and they didn't.
And still
And,
charged you.
Oh, yeah. It still cost me money. And as you
Right.
can tell, it is starting to get a little darker here, huh?
I like it.
I mean, weather-wise.
But speaking of weather-wise, here it's 80 degrees.
80?
Uh-huh.
It snowed yesterday.
In your house, it's 20 below.
Yeah, speaking of that, whatever it is, there's no ventilation. I feel like a
These
Russian soldier when I sleep there sometimes if I don't turn the heat on.
Telling you, it's these old
That
houses.
is- I think that's the 9th nationality we brought up in this podcast.
We're woke, bro. You know what this podcast is? Diverse. The diversity den. That's what we are.
The
Look at this
diversity den.
diversity you're looking at right now.
Yep.
The only thing diverse about it is our age range.
It's like a 90s sitcom.
Yeah, three generations. We got emails?
You know what I watched the other day, though, Jay? I wanted to ask you about this. My brother put it on. You ever watch this show, Dead to Me?
Yes.
With,
Oh, I've seen it too. I watched the first
Applegate?
season.
Yeah.
It's so
pretty
good. It's really good.
Yeah.
She's having a rough time, man.
Who is?
Christina Applegate.
Really?
Well, you know she had breast cancer.
Yes.
Well, now she's been diagnosed with MS.
No way.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, she's got MS, and she's such a trooper, man. She tweeted about it the other day, you know, talking about how it's really hard to deal with. And I mean, it's a painful disease.
Yeah.
And then of course she ends the tweet with a joke. Like she says, but I don't let anything get in my way unless some idiot's blocking the road or something like that. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I've always thought she was really cool and funny, but yeah, that's a good show, dude. If you haven't watched that one, watch that shit.
Yeah.
It's really good. I just watched,
recommend
oh,
it.
Brent and I just watched the Kevin Hart, Wesley Snipes series.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how is it?
Finished-
First of all, why the fuck is it called True Story?
yeah.
What?
Telling us, Keelan.
If you haven't watched it, it is it's a drama. It's not a comedy.
Yeah.
And Kevin's great in it. Wesley Snipes is amazing in it. And it is the craziest story. He plays a stand-up. He plays himself pretty much.
No spoilers though.
He plays himself. And if you watch the story, the shit that happens is insane. Why Kevo? Why did you call it True Story? I'm concerned, buddy. But it was really fucking good. That's a good one to watch. And I tell you, man, I think comedians are some of the best dramatic actors.
Yep. My mom's always said the same thing. She said all the best comedic actors are best in drama.
Unbelievable.
Jim Carrey, Steve Carell.
Robin Williams.
Yep.
Michael Keaton.
Yep.
The list goes on skis. It's so.
Because we have to be in touch with our emotions more.
Yep.
We have to really get to the core of human whatever. Fucking change the channel. I didn't know how to finish that sentence.
Change the channel.
All right. Want to get to some emails, B?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, what
we
do we
have some funny ones here. This is one I actually saw last episode, and I laughed to myself and realized we should save it for Brent.
Oh, cool.
Nicole, who we know, she put together
boy.
famous Brent quotes. But here's the first.
great.
Here's the first Brent quote. No context. I poop out bubbles.
I said that? Oh, man.
That's fucking
Don't remember
hilarious.
saying that, but okay.
Bubble.
Here's
More.
and there's the next one. I would love to see a penis.
Oh, jeez. That's such a Brent quote. Oh my God. Look at this. Oh, it's going to happen.
And then
Please give us more.
here's the next one. Enjoying a woman.
Enjoying a woman. We remember that
Classic.
one.
Yeah.
Classic.
That's what I remember.
Classic.
Oh, my
I
God.
want to enjoy a woman.
We have two more. Murder is therapeutic.
Okay, we're talking about Kevin Hart here. I'm really incriminating myself for any court document.
I mean, talk about incriminating. Here's the last one. I was going to bury him, but then I forgot.
Is that what that smell is?
Oh man.
Oh shit! Something's dead in there.
Yeah. I was gonna
there's
gonna
another
bury him and then I forgot. Murder is therapeutic. I was gonna bury him and then I forgot. And now we got the newest one, the latest one. I was watching the children.
Oh yeah, shit.
So yeah, that was
my
from.
God.
So thanks, Nicole. That was really funny. Here's a good email, which we never talked about Milwaukee. Here's a Milwaukee email about the shows of the weekend. This is from John. Hey guys and boy. I just wanted to say Brent and Little Willie One Bite. Don't know what that means. Did a great job at the Milwaukee Improv. I dragged my girlfriend to the show, and she left absolutely loving you guys. I can confirm that Will is better at stand up than he is at reading emails.
Good.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
I was already in Milwaukee for the weekend to see Bill Burr, and when I saw Brent was going to
Yeah.
be at the Milwaukee Improv the same weekend, I made sure to grab tickets the second Brent tweeted about it. This is the first time I've seen Brent perform since he was in Chicago Improv with Jason. Hopefully you all can make it back out to Milwaukee or Chicago sometime in the near future.
Schomburg.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Time is moving.
He has a fatty habit after this. Anything from Milwaukee, Brent, you want to talk about or anything from that?
Well, you know what I want to bring up about quotes? you know, like you guys said on the last one, my friend passed away, and funerals are tough. You know, you don't know how to be, you know, like, and I remember saying something that like every day I woke up thinking, why did I say that? You know?
Oh no.
And it was a friend of his, and rest in peace, Heath Freeman, great guy, unbelievable. Anyway.
No.
But I just walked up to, like, you know, I'm staying with some people that grew up with him or whatever. And one friend of his, you know, I went out to the fire pit to just be, and this person was there, and I saw, and I just, you know, you try to make small talk, but I went, hey, how you doing? Well, I know you're not doing well, and I didn't mean to say it like that. And the guy goes, asshole, and it walks away.
Really?
And yeah.
Oh, that's really kind of a dick move too, though, because
I'm just trying to say something.
That was a dick move on his part because people handle sadness and they mourn in their own way. Yeah. And guys like us, we use humor.
Yeah,
you know?
They asked me to do that on the bus. We took a shuttle, and then they said, Brent, make us laugh. And then I just kind of had to make people laugh because it's sadness. But I went, Jesus, Brent, can you go one day without saying something fucking stupid?
He said asshole and walked away?
Yeah, he was really hurt. I felt bad.
Sucks.
Well, and you don't even say anything that bad. What was you said a very normal thing. That's weird.
It's like when people tell comedians, not everything's a joke.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was just saying, like, because I wasn't doing well. That's why I went outside. And then I was just trying to be like, it's just a weird thing. You know how everybody's doing at a funeral. Yeah. They're sad, you know?
Yeah.
So why did I say, how you doing? Like,
well, no,
I know how you're doing. So then I cut myself off going, I know how you're doing. But, you know, that's it.
Nothing asshole about that.
Here's the best thing to say in that situation instead of how you doing, because we know how they're doing. I always say, how you holding up?
Yeah.
That's what I should have said.
Or I'll walk up to him and go, this is fun, huh?
No, I don't. Well, see, that's why we're comedians. We need to lighten the
just out of nowhere yell, good times. Yeah, dude, I was cracking jokes at my dad's funeral.
Well, that's our therapy. Like, that's our version of it. You know, it's like try to make it a little bit lighter. Like, there was a part where I wanted to go, ha! No, but I didn't.
Who invited him?
That was a bad joke.
Not everything's a joke. I hate it when people say that to me. That's like me going up to a fireman and going, not everything's on fire.
Oh, good.
Or a doctor, not everyone's bleeding. Any more?
Well, I was gonna say, Brent, you want to tell that quick the quick story of our ride home from the host in Milwaukee on that Thursday?
Please. What? I forgot it.
Well, just saying the when the rain with no seatbelt, that whole fucking thing where he was maybe drunk, like that whole goddamn thing.
Oh yeah. That's where I looked at you and I said, "Well, he's not driving us home anymore."
This guy was. I got you guys.
It was like the host.
By the way, maybe drunk.
Maybe we don't know. It was like the host of the weekend. This dude, and he drove us home in his car. It was like, you know, some people have like a dirty car, and you're like,
most people have a dirty car.
His was like 10 times that. Like, it was a thick layer of shit in the back, and like I get in the back, and like Brent's in the front, and like.
You're sitting in laundry?
Basically.
Yeah.
Like,
and there was a 20-pound dumbbell back there. I was like, he just got kicked out by his wife or something.
It was like weird as fuck. Couldn't find the seatbelt and was like, hey, you know me, like I'm pretty careful. I was like, hey man, can you help me like with the seatbelt? He's like, you find it back there. And I was like, no, I can't find it. Though it's not here. And he's like, well, you figure it out. And I'm like, this fucking. So now, and it's raining. This dude's who knows what his deal is. And at one point I tried to, you get in between the cracks of the seat to get the seatbelt, like you pop it up.
Yeah.
Cut my hand with whatever was in there. There was just something sharp.
Oh no.
Was just in there. So now I'm in the back. My hand's bleeding.
You're like, I have AIDS.
I thought that.
Of course.
And so it's raining, no seatbelt. He doesn't know where the fuck he's going. We got to map him home.
Whenever you do the road,
Jesus,
you always got the local guy that wants to take care of you. Hey, local guys. Clean your fucking car out. It's always like, yo, let me give you a ride, dude. And then we get to the car. He's like, all right, let me move all this shit out of the way. And it's weird shit like lumber for some reason.
Dude.
Laundry.
Lumber.
You know, there's an old fucking TV, the old televisions with the fat butt. And it's like, what? How? Why did you
hold that?
Why did you offer this?
It was so weird, dude.
I got you, bro. And it's always
You don't got us.
It's always a bad car. It's always a bad car. It's a 1984 Ford Tempo with Nissan Sentra logos on it. You know what I mean? The door's red for some reason. The entire car's silver. Like what? Dude, I could have just gotten an Uber.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
So then we got to ride home with the manager every other night. He's like, "You want to ride home?" We're
No,
like,
no,
nope.
dude. I don't feel like bleeding or dying tonight. So.
Yeah, it was bad.
I looked at Will. I go, okay, well, that's not happening again.
Oh God.
Dude.
You ever have acceptance where you just think, okay, this is how I go.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I die.
And those are always the gigs where the hotel is so far away from the club, right?
It was one
Club
of
guys.
Yeah, and ask us if he was doing Trump impressions the whole time.
No. Okay. Also, club guys, number one, get us a hotel right by the club. I don't like getting driven back to the hotel and we pass 17 different hotels on the way to the one I'm staying at. That's fucking weird. Figure that out. Also, local guys, turn it off. Turn it off. We're stand-up comics that hear jokes all day, every day. You don't need to perform for us. You don't need to audition for us. You don't need to do your Trump impression for us. Turn it off. Let's have a conversation. Okay?
And
like people.
The first night we were there, I came in late, so then I had to walk to the club because they said it was walking distance. By the way, great club. We had a great time, but I could not figure out where I was, and I slipped down a little hill and
He's on stage with grass stains.
Grass from weather, So
Jeez.
it's good grass, and then I'm for a second.
He showed up he showed up right as I was about to go on stage. That's when he showed up, like late.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were in? I believe we were doing the Addison Improv one year. And they put us in the hotel directly across the street, and we walked home, and I fell down that hill.
That's so funny.
We had a couple drinks at the club. I'm like, let's just walk it. No, I got this. Whoa! Good thing it was on the way back instead of to the show.
Yeah. Well, those are the moments where you kind of I was on my back in the cold Milwaukee air, and I was looking up at the sky, and I went, I chose this.
I've been having a lot of that lately. Dude. It's so funny how people's idea of walking distance varies. It's like Stephen Wright said it on stage one time. He goes, was it Stephen Wright or George Carlin? One of them. He said, anywhere is walking distance if you have the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't have the time. Pick me up in a limo. Have I told you that story?
Get a limo.
Have I told you the limo story? I told you the limo story. So there was this club up in Northern California, the Bay Area, called Tommy T's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And the owner had a really cool limousine that he would pick you up from the hotel in. But he had two clubs, so he would rotate the limo to each club. And if you didn't have a limo, they picked you up in this really nice black Mercedes. You know what I mean? So Eddie Griffin is doing the club. You guys know the stories about Eddie Griffin. He always wanted a brand new pair of Air Jordan Air Force, all white Air Force Ones in the green room every night. Blah blah blah. So the kid that's job it is to pick Eddie up from the hotel pulls up, but it's the limo's at the other club this night. He pulls up in the little Mercedes, and he's sitting there in the car, staring at Eddie. Eddie's sitting on the steps of the hotel, just looking at him. And he's kind of like this, and Eddie's just looking at him. And so the kid calls the owner. He says, "Hey, I'm here, but I don't think he knows it's me. Can you let him know that this is me in the car picking him up?" The owner calls and says, "Hey, that car's there to pick you up." You know what he said to him? You know what Eddie Griffin said? He said, "Does that look like a fucking limo to you?"
Oh, wow.
And wouldn't get in.
Whoa. Damn.
He's a good guy. He's a good man.
What?
Good man.
Well, to finish off John's email, he has a good Milwaukee fatty
I thought you were going
habit.
to just say to finish off John.
So he said he's a quick Milwaukee related fatty habit.
Mm-hmm.
When I was paying tens of thousands of dollars per year to go to school in Milwaukee, I accumulated 50 pounds of mass. One of the contributing factors to me becoming the poster child of Midwest health is I would regularly make and eat a whole box of mac and cheese with roughly half a pound of breaded chicken and extra cheese in it. Thank God I used reduced fat cheese, or else that would have been a preposterously unhealthy meal.
Is this Ian Edwards? That's preposterous.
For some reason, all my clothes were a lot tighter after I graduated. Thank you for the pod and sorry for the long email. Love, John.
That was great. Thanks, John.
Thanks for coming out too.
Thanks for finishing us off.
Yeah, thanks for John. Thanks for finishing us off.
Maybe we can end with this one. We're getting close. This is from Erica. Subject line is tried to come up with something clever, or too tired to come up with something clever. Hi guys, I'm the girl with the Irish fiance. Get to the bunker.
Get to the bunker.
Classic.
Get to the bunker.
So that's one of my favorite moments. That fucking killed me. Just wanted to say that we've enjoyed every reference back to that joke since. I dragged my friends to see y'all in New York a couple of months ago, and we had such a great time. Your podcast is such a bright spot in my day, and it has really helped to break up my work day. Hope you always keep doing what you're doing. Come back to New York City soon.
We will.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going back.
Cool. You guys want to hop over to Patreon?
Let's do it.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the Lion's Den, in the Lion's Den. Don't forget to rate, review at Apple Podcasts, 5-star rating, glowing review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on our YouTube channel. Don't forget we also have Lion's Den Clips channel. Don't thumbs up, subscribe,
All that bullshit.
all the stuff there as well.
Everything's in the description you need, drunk.
Yep.
Everything's in the description. The P.O. Box, dates, Patreon, everything.
The pub bots.
And dates one more time. Dania Beach, Florida this weekend. And then Irvine in January. Austin, February. That'll be up soon.
Those of you who are asking about the shows this weekend, it's Friday, Saturday, right? No Thursday, no Sunday. Just Friday, Saturday, 4 shows, 2 shows a night. Go to their what is it? The description?
I'm gonna post stuff.
All this is in the description.
Yes.
All right, we got it.
Everything's in the description.
All right, we'll see you over at the Patreon, kids. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye guys.
We are friends, digging each other.